Staying in Imo State, Governor Hope Uzodimma has commended the professionalism displayed by security operatives in their fight against banditry and all forms of crime. At the handing over of 10 armored personnel carriers purchased by the state government to the Nigerian police force, Governor Uzodimma says there cannot be any development in the society without security.
I want to thank your courage and professionalism which you have been able to use to contend the criminal onslaught of hoodlums and their sponsors who vow to make the state ungovernable for us. Their modus operandi involved vicious attacks on law enforcement officers and civilians alike. And I cannot thank you enough for coming to our rescue when it mattered most. Although security is in the exclusive list of the federal government, the reality is that all tiers of government must synergize to ensure the protection of property and lives of the citizen. Since the inception of my administration, I have always worked with the federal government and security agencies to ensure that Imo State is safe for our people, for people who are also resident in Imo State, and for people who are visiting. Therefore, what we are doing today is not a coincidence, but a deliberate and sustainable effort aimed at enhancing the capacity of the police to execute their constitutional law enforcement mandate.
To discuss the security situation in Imo State, we're being joined by the Commissioner for Information and Strategy, Mr. Declan Ebelumba. A pleasure having you with us on the program.
Thank you very much for having me.
Now, can you begin by telling us what the general security situation is currently in Imo State?
Well, the situation is affecting. The security situation is getting better and better every day. There is better safety of lives and property, and people are able to move about doing their normal businesses. We don't really have much incidents of breaches of security as it used to occur in the past. So I think the situation has very, very much improved. And Imo people are happy that they can go about their businesses without undue anxiety and worry.
Okay, can you also give us an update on the committee set up by the governor to tackle insecurity? The objective is to brainstorm and proffer solutions on how to curb the problem of insecurity. Is that why we're seeing this relative calm in Imo State at the moment?
Yeah, of course, His Excellency, the Governor of Imo State, distinguished Senator Uzodimma, has been working around the clock tirelessly to ensure that this security situation is brought under control. So these are all part of the efforts he has been making, and you can see that he's yielding fruit. And you know, the other day he presented these armored cars to the one he just showed. These are all part of the efforts he's making to ensure that the security agencies are encouraged, energized, and encouraged to do their works with greater dedication and enthusiasm. And so the results are manifest everywhere. Like I said, the security situation is far, far better now than it used to be.
Well, who was responsible for the insecurity in Imo State? The governor had accused the separatist group IPOB, and perhaps ESN, but the group on their part had blamed the governor's boys, in quote, for being behind various attacks. Can you give us a true picture of things then?
You said the governor accused who? I didn't get that.
No, in the past, prior to this time, there's been a lot of back and forth regarding the security situation in Imo State. The governor had accused IPOB as being responsible for the insecurity then. So can you give us the true picture of the situation?
Well, what I know is that the governor has consistently said that the security situation in Imo State, generally speaking, is politically contrived, and that there are people who have vowed to make the state ungovernable, who are cashing in on the general insecurity in the country to actually unleash mayhem in the state. And so the government has been consistent that this is politically contrived, and I know that there are people who don't even pretend about it, who have said that they will make the state ungovernable. These are politicians, opposition politicians, who are doing everything possible to unleash mayhem and insecurity in the state. So we are not in doubt as to who are those behind it. But that is not to say that we also don't have other isolated cases of conventional insecurity that occurs. But in terms of well orchestrated, well targeted, planned insecurity or security breaches, it is opposition politicians that are squarely behind it.
We say that the Imo State government has been supporting security agencies with various equipment, for instance, the 10 armored personnel carriers we saw recently. Can you explain other equipment that have been given to other security agencies to boost safety in Imo State?
Yeah, before that particular occasion, the governor had also, that's the second time he was actually presenting the armored personnel carriers to the police. But even before then, he also provided them with more than 100 cars, security vans that, just, and then communication equipments and other necessary incentives, including making sure that they have the necessary logistics to operate. So he has continuously liaised with the security agencies, ensured that they work as a team and have synergy between the different arms of security agencies, the police, the army, the civil defense, air force, and so on. So there has been this consistent effort to encourage the security agencies and ensure that they operate under a conducive atmosphere that enables them to carry out their works efficiently.
Mr. Declan Emilumba, the Imo State Commissioner for Information and Strategy, a pleasure sharing your thoughts with us on the program.
Thank you very much. Thank you.